In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I'm sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.
Hey everyone, just let me get my let me get a glass here. Hold on. All right. Hi everyone, how are you doing today? Hi Poison Girls. Hold on, got my glasses. Whew. Hello everybody, how are you today? Oh, it's hot here right now. Let's get the signs up. Let's start with, asking everybody if how they're doing. Hi, Jenny G. Hi, Jenny G. Banner. Oh, child. Whew. Let's get this banner up. And thank you so much. Jenny G. How, Celia? Hi. How are you? Hi, Georgia. Hi, sweetie. Hi, Noel. How are you? We had beautiful weather here in New York. I hear you guys got hot weather quick. I heard. Hi, One Deep. All right. Nora O'Donnell. Are you okay? Nora, check on your mama. Um, we could have another Savannah Nancy Guthrie situation going on here. Is your mama okay? So, um, someone thought that they were going to have a wonderful interview because their buddies own CBS, because their buddies own CBS. So someone thought they were going to have a wonderful interview until that turned into a problem. I have never seen anything turn so fast with an emission at the same time in my life. Like, it was an emission. I mean, it was definitely an admission. No, it's not the question. I'm not questioning if it was an admission. I'm saying that was guilt. That was guilt. But Nora, she realized what she did and she was like, "Do you think he was talking about you?" I was like, "Oh, Nora, check on your mama." After that, I was like, "Check on your mama. Check on your mama." Mm, mm-mm. Nora, check on your mama. And if she's fine, get her to a remote area right now. Today. Yesterday. Because you really upset that man. And that means the American people are going to suffer. That means we'll just get another Lego movie. Oh my God. But the Lego movie already came out about the White House dinner. It already came out, but now there'll be another one with you and with Nora sitting together. And it's going to be uh, 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 it's gonna be a banger. Oh. So you just gave Iran more to talk about because they're gonna send us a video about the truth that it was an admission. We already know it. It's gonna come. Oh my God! And Americans are gonna be like, That's Iran Lego movies. They be thinking what I be thinking. They be accurate. Nora O'Donnell, are you okay? Check your mama. Does anybody know where that's from? When I say check on your mama, does anybody know what I'm talking about? What? I got a coaster here. I've always had this coaster. This is from my friend. Now I can't remember his name, but my Indian friend that I had in California that died. Oh, can't remember his name all of a sudden. I keep wanting to call him Jeffries, but it wasn't Jeffries. Oh, I can't remember his name. But in any case, this is so I can always remember what part of Arizona he was from and his Indian tribe. Hmm. Okay. All right. Um, oh, but 67. That's nice. 67 is nice. I like 67. Did I say hi to you, Georgia Peach? Hi, Sanat. Hi. Does his name start with L? I mentioned his name the other day. So it's not that I don't remember. It's just maybe in the middle of the episode it'll come to me. Fletcher. 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 Yes. Hi, Money Positive. How are you, sweetie? So let's send over some videos that I should have sent over. I've got a lot of videos, and let's just sit back and enjoy them, and then oh, really? Well, I am going to save this sound. Apparently, this particular sound stops your brain from overthinking. That's hot. And he is so cute. He's gorgeous. Well, I'm just going to retweet that, and I'm going to say thank you. I actually need something like this because sometimes I do overthink. And it just makes me, I could overthink for 3 hours and be completely like this for 3 hours. I don't know where I am. I'm just like in my head a lot. All right. Let's send over some videos. Select. I think that's it. Okay. That's it. Airdrop. Mm-hmm. Yes, it was a unique name. Thank you, Noah. I totally agree. Now, why did this happen? All right, fine. I'm gonna play a long one so that I could make some tea here.
It with Nora O'Donnell on 60 Minutes Tonight when she was asking him about the manifesto written by Thomas Cole Allen. What? Yes, Donald Trump lost his cool. I'll tell you about that in a second. Also, going into this too, Donald Trump goes, I was totally exonerated. What? From the Epstein files, Donald. Right. How many of you all think Donald Trump has been exonerated from the Epstein files? Right, me too. Right. She reads part of it, talking first how the members of the administration were targets. And then she goes into where he says, I am no longer willing to permit a pedo rapist and a traitor to put my hands with his crimes. Nor does it say, or nor does at least Nora O'Donnell say anything that this was specifically referring to Trump. His name wasn't mentioned in anything that she read. And asked Donald Trump what was his reaction to that. Where you can see Donald Trump's already not happy. He goes, well, I was ready for you to read that. I knew you would, because I knew you were horrible people. Horrible people. He did write that. Rape anybody. I'm not a pedophile. Nora O'Donnell says, do you think he was referring to you, sir? She never once mentioned it was directly to Donald Trump. Donald Trump immediately got defensive for some reason. Why do you all think Donald Trump had gotten defensive on that? I don't know. Whose name appears the most in the Epstein files of any name? Donald Trump. He goes, Mr. President, those were his words. And just Trump wasn't having it at all. Trump wants to attack her, everybody else. It's everybody else's fault that his name is all over the Epstein files. There you kind of have it. Typical Trump. Now, Donald, here's the whole thing. If y'all would release all those Epstein files and they would be unredacted except for the victims, if you have nothing to worry about, then there's not going to be anything for you to worry about, is it? That's the kind of problem, Donald, when you kind of cover it up and you don't let the files out and the public doesn't see what you promised you would do. Remember when Pam Bondi, she had the list of everybody's names on her desk? Well, that's a problem, and it'll be a problem until they're released. And here's the thing for all of my MAGAs, you know, I don't care what Democrat, what independent, what Republican, whatever a party affiliation, no party affiliation people have, if they're in the files, they've done things that they need to be investigated for. No matter who they are, they should be investigated. You all don't see it that way. Love to hear from my Democrats, my MAGAs, my cuckoos, my crazies, and the burned out light bulbs. Interesting. Some of us have ethics and morals, and some of us, well, that's all I'm going to say.
Very good. Very good think piece. Thank you. Hi, Marcella Amore. How are you?
Proof that the person that tried to get Trump at the White House Correspondents' Dinner may actually be a time traveler, allegedly. This is our alleged suspect, Cole Allen. And when you look him up, this page pops up. This is a Twitter page, and it's from Henry Martinez. It only has one tweet on it. It says Cole Allen. See the date, December 21st, 2023. But now if you look at the picture at the top, this is from the website, The Time Machine. It's an EU-funded project that focuses on 3D culture digitalization. But it gets weird. Paul was an intern at NASA at 2014. Henry Martinez also worked there, worked alongside of him, and published a paper at the same time. And if you look real hard at this Time Machine photo, people are actually saying you can see Trump superimposed when he was doing this before the election. Now look at this picture of Trump. Now look at on the Twitter page. The icon is Pepe the Frog, holding a glass like Trump, in the same suit as Trump, giving the same expression. And this was all in 2023. What does this mean?
I don't know, child. Hi, Vic Game Chicks. For your own personal reading, thank you, Vic Game Chicks. Contact me. Just text me at 213-458-7408. That's also my email address there, tracybrown515@yahoo.com. Tracy with an E. And support is free, so if you like this, comment and subscribe. Thank you, Vic Game Chicks.
I was wrong. I was so wrong. You see, I can admit when I'm wrong. So Nora O'Donnell had Trump on CBS's 60 Minutes a few minutes ago, right? At 6 p.m. Central Time. And I thought for sure Nora was going to cave under the weight of her new employers, Barry Weiss, and give Trump a softball interview and let him use that time to talk about the ballroom. But boy, oh boy, was I wrong. Just watch.
The so-called manifesto is a stunning thing to read, Mr. President. He appears to reference a motive in it. He writes this, quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction
Well,
to
I
that?
was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Oh,
I'm not a
do you think he was
pedophile.
referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. I got associated with all stuff that has nothing to do with me. I was totally exonerated. Your friends on the other side of the plate are the ones that were involved with, let's say, Epstein or other things. But I said to myself, you know, I'll do this interview and they'll probably, I read the manifesto, you know, he's a sick person, but you should be ashamed of yourself reading that because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President.
Wow, that's my girl Nora. I should have never questioned her journalistic integrity. It was a brilliant interview. And no, she didn't give him time to talk about the ballroom, or maybe she did. Maybe he thought they would air that part of the interview, but they didn't. Instead, they cut to a clip of the area where the proposed ballroom will go, and she inserted some information, but they didn't air whatever he was planning on saying about that ballroom. Now let's all hope and pray that our girl Nora O'Donnell still has a job at CBS come tomorrow. But you know what? Maybe she needs to move on from that network. I could see her somewhere else. I could actually see her doing independent journalism, and we need more of that, actually.
Never mind her. It's Barry White. Are you okay? 'Cause you know Barry White's got a call immediately to fire Nora. We'll check to see if she's going to get fired. I just a little bit. Hi, Stephen. Hi. All right.
A 60-minute interview last night with Trump and Nora O'Donnell. I watched it because I knew it would be a mess. Nora immediately opened the interview by stating, "We are now approaching the longest government shutdown." He immediately responded, "Democrats' fault." And let me remind y'all, back in 2011, Trump out of his own mouth said that if a government is shut down, it makes the president look weak. So whose fault is it? His fault, not the Democrats' fault. And of course, she touched on the reason for the government shutdown. The Democrats are voting no because they don't want to see the health care subsidies expire. If the Republicans agree to extend the health care subsidies, they will vote to open the government. They have yet to agree to that. That's why the government is not open, for those of you who don't know. And of course, Trump says Obamacare is terrible. And let me remind y'all, it's the Affordable Care Act. I believe people put Obamacare on it just to give it a negative spin. It's the Affordable Care Act signed into law by Obama. Let's get that straight because y'all keep calling it Obamacare and it's not that. But again, he has no plan to fix healthcare. He says they will fix it, but he did not share what plan that is. He doesn't have a plan, so I don't see this government opening anytime soon. I know people are going on their, not having their paychecks. It's going to be a long ride, y'all, but this man has no plan, and I don't see them coming to any kind of agreement. And let me add, he also was told the ICE raids. People are seeing that these ICE raids are getting out of hand. He said that these ICE raids have not gone far enough. This man is evil, y'all. And I don't see this government opening anytime soon. But let me know what y'all think in the comments.
This government shutdown is a mess. It's so bad.
60 Minutes interview on Sunday, he called CBS's Nora O'Donnell a disgrace. It happened after she read quotes from the suspects' manifesto from Saturday's shooting.
He writes this quote, administration officials, they are targets. And he also wrote this, I'm no longer willing to permit a pedophile, rapist, and traitor to coat my hands with his crimes. What's your reaction to that?
Well, I was waiting for you to read that because I knew you would, because you're horrible people, horrible people. Yeah, he did write that. I'm not a rapist. I didn't rape anybody.
Do you
not a
think he was
pedophile.
referring to you?
Excuse me. I'm not a pedophile. You read that crap from some sick person. You should be ashamed of yourself reading that, because I'm not any of those things.
Mr. President,
and I
these
was
are the
never.
gunman's words.
Excuse me. You shouldn't be reading that on 60 Minutes. You're a disgrace.
Look, I think people have learned this. You discount the way the president talks to the press, to any adversary, to any friend, because he's constantly transactional, and he will flip on a dime.
The opportunity to be able to ask the president questions about this moving forward, as well as other administration officials, as we try to, piece together these security measures, will be really important for journalists. We're all trying to do our job in there too, and hold folks accountable.
We have an adversarial relationship with every president. That is the job. That is what the Constitution laid out. I have to point out here that the White House and the president banned the Associated Press for the words that we use from the press pool, and our legal fight continues. I just wanted to get that on the record.
Yeah.
But the president has had just whether this is, I know we've been talking about whether this is a turning point. I think that this has kind of been his posture towards the press for some time, right?
Yeah.
Like he and the broader.
It's an inflection point,
right,
given
right.
that.
He makes us into a foil, and he sees a political advantage.
But the public also hates it. Frankly, the comedians who come roast not just the president, but everyone in the room. It's become a symbol of something, and maybe not a symbol of something so good.
Okay, so we woke up to the news about the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Here is a picture of the accused shooter prior to the event, wearing a, guess what, an Israeli IDF sweatshirt. Imagine that.
Guys, what's your theory on all of this? One of my things is that they actually let him live. So, but then they let Charlie Kirk's supposed killer live too, and he's definitely not guilty.
Donald Trump went on 60 Minutes tonight to be interviewed by Nora O'Donnell, and she delivered a devastating insult right to his face. Now, this was tonight on 60 Minutes, where Donald Trump went on to talk about what happened at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. But in between the events at the dinner and the interview, the manifesto of the perpetrator was released, in which he said he would no longer allow a PDF, an essayer, and a traitor to coat his hands in his crimes. Now, when Nora O'Donnell read that to Trump, he went ballistic, calling her a disgrace, saying she was horrible, and saying he was none of those things, to which she calmly replied, "Oh, you think he's talking about you?" Because he never mentioned Trump, and she never mentioned Trump, and that was brilliant. Turning it on Donald Trump, saying, "Why do you think it's you? Why do you assume those things are all about you?"
Right.
That was well done. But that was a fair question to ask Trump. Trump has been parading himself around since the events. He held a press conference. He's been releasing black and white photos in the Oval Office to try to glamorize this. Now he's on 60 Minutes and called into Fox. That was a fair question. Trump is just weak.
That's so funny. I didn't expect that to end that way. Trump is just weak. Oh, let me see what everybody is saying. Sometimes I forget about the comments. That's not a suspect. That's AI. He didn't have an idea. T-shirt, IDF sweatshirt. I don't know. It's not the first time I heard that. Nora was like, I don't give a F. I'm going to be asking questions I want to ask. Georgia, exactly. Hi, Brown Sugar. Hi, sweetie. You have an adversary relationship with every president. CNN is a mess. CNN. Don't trust CNN. All right. Comment. No, that's AI. Look how dark they made him. Oh, no, I don't believe that's AI. No, I believe it's a picture that was darkened. I don't believe it was AI. No. Mm-mm. Because we can't, if we keep saying everything's AI, then we really can't be able to tell the truth. And we have to know the difference between them trying to trick us. I believe the picture is real. Has the picture been darkened? Yes, because he's black. They did that with OJ. I don't know. In my era, two magazines put out the same picture of OJ. One of them darkened it to make him look bad. Um, and it was part of the psychological reason why OJ didn't go to jail, because the public immediately saw how the media was trying to portray him. So no, I believe that was a real picture. I believe it was grainy to show like sinister, darkened, stuff. But I apparently it's not the first time I heard this. Um, he had some association with the IDF. He has some association with the press secretary's husband. He had some association with JD Vance. So here's my theory. He is as much the scapegoat in this as Charlie Kirk's person that's in jail right now. Um, Here's what I think. I think it's some psychological um, programming, pill, something where I believe I could be wrong, but I believe that there are certain people that you can say, take this pill. This, for example, I don't know. I'm not like inside all of that stuff where they can say, take this pill, and that they can literally tell you what to do, and you will do it. And sometimes, oh, he was no, he was he was with JD Vance's wife at invention conference. Like, I think what I'm trying to say is there's a close network of people, and you could become a hero or you could not. I think they had to use someone black, um, but because it would go against their theory of white America, right? Let me see something. I did save something that was so funny. Come on, phone. Come on, come on. See if I can find it. No, I wasn't going to save it. You guys always know that when I say I want to save something, I should have saved it somewhere. I didn't. And then my dumb ass is looking stupid. Damn. I know I didn't save it because it had the wrong music. So I didn't want to use it because it had popular music, and you know how YouTube be with music. Oh man, I didn't save it. Shit. Let me see. Let me check one more time. Well, it was these two women checking their computers. I don't have it. Damn. It was these two women checking their computers, and they're checking for the nationality of this guy at the White House dinner. And they're like, one's in the back, and she's like, oh my God. And they were checking to see if he had any white in him. And so they found the family picture, and sure enough, um, his mother is white. The point being is that I think they had to choose someone that was one black. They definitely couldn't choose anyone from the Middle East because Iran is going ballistic. And if they would have chose someone from the Middle East, they would have compromised any prisoners over there. And, you know, the administration acts crazy, but they knew better not to choose anybody from the Middle East. Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think it's AI. I think it is manipulation to make us believe he's such a bad guy. But interesting enough, even though they chose a black guy, even though I think he took a pill, um, even though it's a small group of the same circles. And when I say a small group, I mean a small group of scientists, a small group of politicians, a small group of NASA, a small group of, uh, academy type of like training people. Um, I just find it interesting how you'll always find a history that goes back to something. Even with Charlie Kirk, that kid goes back to some university program that he entered based upon somebody political. It was weird. Like they all know each other. And so I think he got a pill and or programming or deprogramming, or they took the chip out, right? You know what I mean? Like they keep talking about putting chips in us, and they took the chip out and they put a new chip in, and they said, this is what you're going to do tonight. And I think he did it. I mean, I think it's a really bad, like Arnold Schwarzenegger movie. That's what I think. Money Positive is not claiming any part of his blackness. Money Positive says a white woman raised him. A white woman raised Cole. That's his name, Cole. And he didn't mention the huge loss of jobs in DC. He's white. Okay, for anybody white watching, what you don't understand is that we're always looking for the black in someone. So we can look at someone and go, mm-mm, they got black in them. Mm-mm, they got black in them. They 100% black. Watch, watch. So this is our version of reverse racism, where they're like, mm-mm, no, a black person wouldn't do that. He got white in him. Oh God, too funny. Cole was concerned, more concerned about ICE raids than American women losing. Ugh, why are we going there, Money Positive? The man took a pill. I don't care about his manifesto. The man took a pill from someone and then was told to do this. I am not reading his manifesto about ICE. I'm pretty sure he didn't write it. Smoke and mirrors. Seriously. That's what I really think it is. I think it's mind control. I think there's a lot of people out there like that. I think we're all in trouble. I really do. Oh my God. There is such a thing as mind control. I know. I, I know. And I think that there are people out there ready to jump up and do whatever's told. I really do. I'm surprised they didn't say he came from the armed services because they are really easy to manipulate sometimes. Like sometimes these are poor white kids from Oklahoma, poor black kids from the hood, poor messed up kids that are about to go to jail, and they're like, "Oh, you don't have to go to jail. You can join the army." And they're like, "Fine," but they like headed on their way. Yeah, yeah. Oh, how did he get that close anyway with the gun at that point? I think they set up these. Oh, that's what I'm trying to say, right? He was programmed, right? He was like, take these pills, and then, like 2 weeks prior, because all this happened too fast, by the way, for this to be like well thought out. They're like, take this pill, and then they programmed him every day, every day, every day, blah 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 blah, right? Because whatever pill they gave him makes him does this, or whatever chip they took out and the new chip that put in. But I don't think it's the chip. I really think it was a pill that fucks with your brain. But in any case, it turns out that the hotel that they chose, which, does anybody know the name of the hotel? Let's start there, because I would not invest with that franchise ever again. So please do not tell me it was a. Somebody please tell me the name of the hotel. In any case, there was no security. None. There were no police. There were no FBI agents. There was no presence of their presence. The guy took a room days before. That's how I know this whole White House thing wasn't really planned. The tickets are normally, I was told by one of my peeps, like $1,200 to $1,500, and the tickets were only $500. This wasn't, he hasn't been to a White House Correspondents' Dinner ever. And let me tell you something. There was no way that that man was going to let a bunch of comedians come in and talk about him. It would be too easy. Then just watch Saturday Night Live. He was never going to let that happen. So to be honest with you, I don't think it was about the ballroom. I really don't. I think he looks like a coward if he didn't finally have one White House dinner correspondence dinner. I think it was about not making fun of him. I think it was that simpler than the fucking ballroom. It was never about the ballroom. But because we are so easily gaslit, we hear ballroom. It wasn't that. He didn't want to be made fun of. And tell me, any 5-year-old that doesn't want to be made fun of will set your house on fire to stop you from making him look bad. And that is my Tracy talk. You're welcome. No, he's never been to a house, not under his presidency. The last one he was at was Obama's. And he said because of Obama's is the reason why he ran. Spirit agrees with me, Tracy, right? Do I think he voted for Trump? I thought it was the Hilton too, but I don't know, sweetie. I thought it was. Monty Positive says the one drop rule is over. We are not claiming you with the one drop rule anymore. I don't claim Pope Leo. Pope Leo don't want to be black. Although I have to tell you, he is acting like a black pope. To be honest with you, oh my God, his blackness, that lack of fear, oh, funniest shit ever. But he don't want to be black either. He's like, oh yeah, yeah. There's something about that. I heard about something about that in my history. All right, dude. Screw you. I don't have time for you either. But now I'm watching him. He is making black moves. He's like, I dare you. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go over to the Black Madonna and I'm going to show the whole world how much I like the Black Madonna and the Black Jesus. Keep trying me. I was like, oh, he's letting the black out now. Because when we get tired, we get tired. I said, Pope Leo is acting black. Bravo. Bravo. Clip that. All right. That was funny. Oh, he donated to Kamala in 2024. Interesting. My aunt just brought Kamala here to Little Rock, Arkansas this past week. Aw. Yeah, I don't think she has a chance. He has never been there as a president before. Remember, he got roasted by Obama and it was at that last roast at Obama that he said, that's what made me run for president. But in his presidency, he has never been to a White House Correspondents' Dinner except for this one. So, my theory is, and I'm dead ass serious, he didn't want to be made fun of. Y'all don't have to believe me. He created a whole war to avoid the Epstein files. So why wouldn't he choose this to not be made fun of? This is normal behavior to me. Oh, Money Positive. Yes, he's got the one drop rule. Oh my God. Well, Monty, I do like Kamala. I listen. Y'all know if it's a black woman, an educated black woman for the people, I will not put her down. We cannot tell her to sit down while your president stands up. So we need to be really careful on how we treat, because she has never done anything wrong. There is a presumption that she has put too many blacks in jail, but if you really look at the stats, it really is not true. It came as a statement for her not to become president. The real stats show that that was not true. However, I'm not going to put her down over what we have, or it's not going to happen. Mm-mm. Now, what I was going to say, but I forgot to say it, is I don't believe there's going to be much hope in her, because I believe Obama is coming back to run. So that kind of takes it away from her. If he shows up, she doesn't have a chance. So, see, Noel says, I agree. He didn't want to be made of. We'll see if they even do that dinner at a late. Raise your hand. This was a fake dinner. Fake. Fake. most of the people there knew what was going to happen. It was a fake dinner. Raise your hand if you honestly think there's going to be a second dinner. Like, he has to figure out how to get his ships to the Strait of Hormuz. We're really going to have another dinner for how many more people to get deprogrammed to prove another point? Like, no, there's not going to be another dinner. Nope. Yeah. If he's in the game, she may not win. If he's in the game. If he does not come in the game, then I'll do a reading on it. But I'm not reading none of this shit until the last 6 months. I want to see all the people that are going to come into it. I will read all of them. I will pluck them out one by one. I will leave you with the last 2 Democrats. But then remember, she came in at the last August, September, October, the last 3 months. Like, it's also very weird. We don't know what's going to happen. Remember, Biden was running for the last 18 months, and then they accused him of being an imbecile, and then she stepped in, and then Biden and they didn't talk after that. Biden hated her for that, but it wasn't her fault. The Democrats, because the Democratic, leadership party that was like, yo, Biden, like, seriously, we didn't think those last 2 debates did you a favor. Any case. They would have lost anyway. Right. So if it was fake, there's no way that there's going to be a second correspondence dinner. It was fake. Now, I believe so that he wouldn't get made fun of. Right? My fear is that it was something so much more sinister. My fear is that something really, really crazy happened. And this distraction was so that they can have the digital clearance to do something crazy. But I'm not checking into it because I don't care. Right now, it's so that he didn't want to be made fun of. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Later on, we might find something different. And when we do find something different, be careful how some of the content creators will call people out their face, because this is an administration of smoke and mirrors. We're going to have a ceasefire. We're going to sign it today. Bombs that night. I talked to Iran. Iran agrees. Iran says they were never there. Pakistan had to get in the middle of it. Did you know that they had to send a fake plane ahead of them? Because they can't trust the word of any Americans. North Korea is dying to get involved, so it is what it is. All right. Am I done? Hold on. That was good talking, though. Good conversations. Why is there a white screen here? What the hell is this?
I'm here with Michael Lance. Many of you know him. He was the guy eating the salad when people are under the table. Michael, what was going on there? You weren't nervous?
Born and raised in New York. It didn't scare me at all. I didn't want to miss the show. So I figured everybody's down on the floor. 2 other reasons I wouldn't do it. 1, I have a bad back. I couldn't get down on the floor.
Okay.
2, I'm a hygiene freak. There's no way I'm putting my tux on a dirty floor. So it wasn't going to happen. Watch what I was saying.
All right, Michael Flynn, so good to be with you. Thanks so much. Glad you're safe and everyone else.
That's too funny. Yeah, I saw her. I'm not even putting her name up, child. Not putting his name up, her name up. But yes, I did see that. And, it was fake. It was all fake. Somebody can tell me why she keeps wearing white or cream or off white. Like, what kind of purity act does she keep putting on? Like, oh my God, enough already. Did I play? Let's see this one. I don't know if I played this one, guys.
Trump went on 60 Minutes tonight to be interviewed by Nora O'Donnell, and she delivered a devastating insult right to his face. Now, this was tonight on 60 Minutes, where Donald Trump went on to talk about what happened at the White House Correspondents' Dinner.
Breaking news out of Washington, D.C.
No one cares. That's the real story here. Literally, no one cares. Everyone thinks this is fake. Because of course they do. Because everything is fake. Everything is spectacle and theatrics, which isn't a new thing in the world of politics and media, but the laziness and lack of seriousness with which this circus of an administration is operating has certainly made apathy a mainstream response to it. I mean, he bombed a girls' school in Iran and hasn't owned up to it yet. Of course no one cares that someone allegedly tried to off him. He teamed up with a genocidal maniac to start a war that will not only cost thousands of lives, it will also collapse the entire world economy. For no reason. Why would we care? He has rolled back every conceivable protection for the environment and keeps spreading anti-science propaganda so his friends can make a little bit more money. Why would we care about yet another half-assed assassination attempt? He has done all in his power to destroy the entire Western world order and strengthened Russia and China in the process. Oh no, someone tried to shoot the president again. Just as his poll numbers are tanking. Oh no, what a coincidence. Everything he touches, everyone he surrounds himself with, are fake. Fake lips, fake tits, fake gold, fake pools, fake Bible verses, for crying out loud. False promises to voters, false prophets in his cabinet, false flags for the cameras, and if I may say so, a somewhat subpar acting from the cast this time.
I just want to go find Suzanne.
What a great idea, Erica. You should go home and stay there. No one cares anymore. And maybe that's the point, I don't know. Not to convince you of anything, not to win, just to make reality so exhausting. So exhausting to hold on to that we just give in and play along. Or maybe it's just a sad attempt at getting support and funding for his ridiculous ballroom. It's probably, that's probably it, yeah. This is the end of news.
Who is that guy? If you guys don't know what kind of guy, like 100% turns me on, that turns me on. I was looking at him like, can you be my husband? Like, I like that quiet, sexy guy that'll sit back at a dinner table and just nail it. And be like, as he's drinking his cognac, and be dead ass serious with everything that he lays down. That turns me on. Him, I would give pussy to. Yeah. That's how I feel. I really don't care if it's real or fake because I don't believe anything these people say or do. And that's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm still drinking my coffee. Like, I didn't even want to do this tonight, except I am worried about Nora O'Donnell's mother. Check on your mother. Breach, my Irish brother. Oh, he was so hot. I was like, oh. Like at a dinner party, I would just let him talk. As a matter of fact, I would be telling people, shut up, let him finish. I'd be throwing drinks in people who want to argue with him. I'd be like, not on my watch. Finish. Oh, he would have a fan. No, it wasn't. Everything's not AI. No, it wasn't. Let's look at that. Because I want to look at him again. No, that was not AI. His face would be like more like pretty. Where is it?
Breaking news out of Washington, D.C.
No one cares. That's the real story here. Literally,
That is not
no one
AI.
cares. Everyone thinks this is fake. Because of course they do. Because everything is fake. Everything is spectacle and theatrics, which isn't a new thing in the world of politics and media, but the laziness and lack of seriousness with which this circus of an administration is operating has certainly made apathy a mainstream response to it. I mean, he bombed a girls' school in Iran and hasn't owned up to it yet. Of course no one cares that someone allegedly tried to off him. He teamed up with a genocidal maniac to start a war that will not only cost thousands of lives, it will also collapse the entire world economy. For no reason. Why would we care? He has rolled back every conceivable protection for the environment and keeps spreading anti-science propaganda so his friends can make a little bit more money. Why would we care about yet another half-assed assassination attempt? He has done all in his power to destroy the entire Western world order and strengthened Russia and China in the process. Oh no, someone tried to shoot the president again. Just as his poll numbers are tanking. Oh no, what a coincidence. Everything he touches, everyone he surrounds himself with, are fake. Fake lips, fake tits, fake gold, fake pools, fake Bible verses, for crying out loud. False promises to voters, false prophets in his cabinet, false flags for the cameras, and if I may say so, a somewhat subpar acting from the cast this time.
I just want to go find Suzanne.
What a great idea, Erica. You should go home and stay there. No one cares anymore. And maybe that's the point, I don't know. Not to convince you of anything, not to win, just to make reality so exhausting. So exhausting to hold on to that we just give in and play along. Or maybe it's just a sad attempt at getting support and funding for his ridiculous ballroom. It's probably, that's probably it, yeah. This is the end of news.
Marry me. Please marry me. I love the music playing in the background. It was perfect. I totally agree. Tracy, I'm getting you AI courses for Christmas. Okay, whatever. Cheryl, Tracy, you get turned on by nerdy intellect. Boom. Boom. Me too, says Cheryl. Boom. Boom. That is the scientists, the guys that play chess, so sexy. Intellectuals of any kind, like, I would listen to the shit you do all day, especially if I know nothing about it, and it would turn me on. You would get sex every night. I love me a good nerd. But I'm gonna tell you why. Hold on. I love a good nerd. The hip hop guy, never been my favorite, but a black nerd? Oh, ooh, with the glasses and all? Oh, yes. 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 I'll have what she's having. Oh, God. Click that. So it's because my Venus is in Virgo. Virgos are very intellectual people, Virgo men in particular. Um, so it's the way I communicate best. I love hardworking, intellectual men. Period. Period. Oh, it's a Leo thing? Wait, is this my girl? YouTube be switching everybody's name up. I don't know what YouTube is doing. Maybe it's just my channel. Oh, wait. Oh my God, too funny. I love smart and nerd, right? Oh my God. You could be a chef, but if you a nerdy chef, sexiest thing coming. If you can explain to me as a chef what the parsley does to the dish that you're making, which who wants to hear that shit? Me. The molecules and the parsley, that when you break it down, it does this, that, and the third. I can't do it because I'm not a nerd, but I'd be like, look at you knowing all about parsley. Weak as fuck when a nerd walks in a room. Weak as fuck. Oh my God.
So Donald Trump sat down with 60 Minutes Nora O'Donnell, okay, already to talk about the incident that occurred at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. And so she starts reading off the manifesto that this supposed shooter had left. And he is looking at this lady and he's telling her that she is disgusting or that she's a disgrace and that she should be ashamed of herself for reading this on 60 Minutes because she shouldn't even be reading it on 60 Minutes. Sir, this is the news. What are you talking about? Okay? Secondly, I guess in the manifesto it talks about how incompetent the Secret Service were because the security was so lax. And he was like, well, he's incompetent too. So are you agreeing that your Secret Service was incompetent? What's happening here, y'all? I can't.
None of us can. That is the problem. Aw. So Cheryl says, my heart is with a nerdy Capricorn that wears glasses, a bald chocolate nerd. Ah, you must be so happy. Nerds are the best. You must be so happy. Ah, Oh, she says, I wanted a man that wears glasses like myself. Oh, and you got him. I love that. And Cheryl, are you a Leo? Are you a Leo on top of everything else? That's so perfect if you are.
You notice Nora O'Donnell kept her legs crossed the whole time during her interview with Trump? No one realized she used 3 clever moves to turn him into America's biggest clown. On CBS's 60 Minutes, Trump sat stiff and upright while O'Donnell leaned back, one leg crossed over the other, looking totally relaxed. Some people called her unprofessional, but that was the point. She was taking control in her own way. First, before the interview, O'Donnell wore 3.9-inch heels. Trump's always slouched a bit, so when they shook hands, she actually looked taller than him, wiping out one of the things he's most proud of, his height. Second, her casual posture wasn't disrespect, it was strategy. By sitting that way, she showed she didn't see him as someone worth treating formally. And finally, she exposed his lies right on camera. Trump claimed he pardoned Binance founder Changpeng Zhao because he was a victim of Biden's political persecution. But when O'Donnell asked if he even knew Zhao, Trump said he had no idea who that was. That contradiction destroyed his credibility in seconds.
That's AI. That's AI. I do know the difference, but I liked it. So I put it up because I liked it.
While leaving the venue, while some attendees were seen rushing toward the drink tables and grabbing champagne bottles, scenes that sparked a lot of controversy and comments. At the same moment, security quickly moved and escorted J.D. Vance to a safe location, while Erica Kirk appeared in tears, saying she just wanted to go home. Meanwhile, Ivanka Trump's security team acted firmly, removing a man who suddenly tried to approach her. Kash Patel was also seen in the video sitting calmly amid the situation, and the commentary is yours. Hegseth, on his part, refused to answer journalists' questions, according to media reports, while Dana White chose to remain calm and respond to some of the questions. A man was seen running quickly, bypassing security personnel and screening devices. With the gunshots, the calm atmosphere turned into complete chaos as people hid under chairs and ran in all directions, while security tried to regain control. Trump later stated that one security officer was injured during the arrest of the suspect, but he is in good condition and survived thanks to his protective vest, according to Trump's statement. As for the identity of the attacker, the Associated Press reported that he is a 31-year-old man from California named Cole Thomas Allen, who is said to have a strong educational background according to circulating reports. Trump described him as a very sick person and said he believes he was acting alone. But the question remains, was it really an isolated incident, or are there other details yet to be revealed? Investigations are still ongoing, and we will keep you updated as soon as more information emerges.
One of their own got shot because when that guy ran through, somebody pulled out their pistol and pow-powed. And, all right. What is this? Let's see what this is.
I'm here with Michael Bland. Many of you know him. He was the guy eating the salad when people were under the table. Michael, what was going on there? You weren't nervous?
Born and raised in New York. Didn't scare me at all. I didn't want to miss the show. So I figured everybody's down on the floor. 2 other reasons I wouldn't do it. 1, I have a bad back. I couldn't get down on the floor.
Okay.
2, I'm a hygiene freak. There's no way I'm putting my tots on that dirty floor. So it wasn't going to happen. I was watching the show. Didn't want to miss anything.
All right, Michael Bland, so good to be with you. Thanks so much. Glad you're safe and everyone else.
That's because he knew it was fake too. It's one thing to be eating, right? It's another thing to can't get down on the floor, right? I have to tell you, the scariest of people in a wheelchair would find their way on the floor. It was always fake. and he proved it. And now they want to be like, oh, isn't it funny? Like, oh, what were you thinking? Why didn't you get down? Because he knew it wasn't real. It's not in them. These people are a joke. The truth is not in them. Who's an actor? The black white guy, One Deep. He would have not made it across the street if gang members were on duty. Yeah, I don't know. We finally got the gang members not like killing each other in LA and Chicago. I think let's just leave them alone. Like we finally got an administration that they were like, nobody's gonna pay us any mind. What does it matter if we kill a 7-year-old? They killed, you know, lots of little girls. So let's leave the gang members out of this. They've been so quiet. Let's not conjure up that energy. All right. Nora O'Donnell, will you lose your job? Nora. Nora, check on your mother. Do you guys know why I keep saying check on your mother? Does anybody have an answer for that? As we're trying to figure out what videos of AI, why do I keep saying check on your mother? One Jeep says, yeah. Please, God, talk to me. Talk to me about Nora O'Donnell. Please allow me to see anything and everything that you would like for me to see. Nora O'Donnell is your child. She is your love. She is your beloved, Father God. Please authorize me to see and say what you would like for me to say and see. I love you, God. I love you, Jesus. In your name I pray. Amen. Amen. Ashe. By the way, Nora looks like she has a 1-drop rule. She looks like she has black in her. I've always thought that. Sorry. Can't help it. Sometimes you just look at some people and go, and then you find out later she's like Carol Channing, who's always black. Hello, Dolly. Yeah, hello, Dolly. 100% black. Is that Carol Channing? 100% black. Just before she died, she told the truth. All right, I'm over it. I'm so over it. Okay, let's lower the stage. Nora O'Donnell, are you okay? Oh, Lord, she is not okay. Oh, my God, she is not okay. Oh, I feel like she's going to be put on administration leave. She's very happy with her journalistic career. She's very happy. She is negotiating with the powers that be, probably Barry Weiss. I feel like Barry Weiss is in more trouble than she is. Well, no, but there's going to be movement, but they're not going to move her right away. It's going to look bad if they move her right away. But, oh, Nora, you have to go. The answer is yes, she'll be okay. But Nora is going to get the boot. Now, whether that comes in the form of I'm going to go off on my own and do whatever I want to do, and I don't know, maybe she'll do what Don Lemon. But she has to go. But who else would hire her? It's not like she can go to ABC. They're brought also David Muir. Because you're definitely not reporting on the right side of this war. She does have to go. I'm sorry, half black, half white Nora O'Donnell. I think you got a drop of black in you. I don't know why I see it, but I'm sticking to it. We can tell our people no matter how light skinned they are. We can always tell our people. We can always tell our people, no matter how light skinned we are, we start looking at them a little bit like. Then, right, you start studying their hair, right? You start looking in their hair. Then you start asking questions, right? And you'd be like, where did you grow up, girl? Oh, I grew up in North Carolina. Oh, Virginia. Oh. And then you'll be like, what's your feelings on collard greens? Oh, I love collard greens. Oh. Oh. Chitlins? My grandmama made chitlins. I like me some chitlins. Oh. Oh. All of a sudden you see the light skin kind of getting rosy before it turns like caramel complected, because you're black. And then they will answer, I am. And you'll be like, oh, no. I was kidding, but oh, you are black. Oh my God. Girl, you want to go to lunch? Because then you got a sister. You talk to a sister. She's like, my mom is totally brown skin. My mom is black. My daddy's black too. You remember Robin, who claimed she had two black parents? And everybody was like, there's no way. She's like, there's no way you don't have white in you. She was like, I do not have white in me. I got two black parents, two of the most light-skinned black parents I've ever met, right? Then they did her DNA, and she's got all this European in her. Funniest shit ever. We weren't doubting that she was black, right? Because you could tell, like, her vernacular, there were certain things she did with her look. She rocked her neck like this, and you're like, no, that's totally black. I got you. You black, but you got white in you. She was denying she had white in her. They pull her goddamn DNA. She's like 90% European white. Girl, also the features. Yeah, something about Laura. Something about Nora. There's just something about her. We're going to find out. That bitch is black. Let me see. Let me see her picture again. Yep. It's the nose. It's the nose. And it looks like she had an operation on the nose to bring down the fullness, but it's the nose. Let me see if I can find another picture of her. I want to see her lips. She has abnormally fuller lips than normal white women without the operation. Let me see. This is the picture I posted. But her nose is a dead giveaway. Let's take a look. Oh, open. Look at her nose. That nose looked like it was operated on to bring the black, a little streamline. Well, let me see if I can get some more pictures of her, particularly when she's younger, before she did anything to herself. Nora. Oh, why do I keep saying Nora Roberts? Who's Nora Roberts? Oh, no. Images. Yeah, it's something about those lips, too, though. I'm going to find her younger. She doesn't have a perfect picture here. Let me see. Let me take out Trump interview and let's just look at her. Maybe I'll get some younger pics. There it is. Yeah, something about her. Even the texture of her hair feels like it's black. Look at the roots. Let me send this over. She looks like church auntie of ours. Look at the roots of her hair. She got black in her, I'm telling you. Look at the roots of her hair. That's a little too thick for me. Look at this. There's two different textures going on there. Look at the sides. That's a whole nother texture coming out of her roots. She is not 100% white. She is white passing. I'm telling you. Let me see if I can find another picture. The nose is the dead giveaway. That's what's bothered me more than anything. And with a name like O'Donnell, you know she's not Jewish, so she don't have a Jewish nose. And her lips are a little bit more fuller for a white woman. Beautiful woman, but I think you got some black in you. That's what I think. You're beautiful. Oh, wait, no. I just want to send it over immediately. I mean, tell me what you think. We're going to find out much later. Oh, my great-great-grandfather was black. Watch. We're going to find out. That's how we found out about Pope Leo. He black too. Is this the right? Oh, this is the one. Look at this one. Much more fuller lips than a normal white woman, right? She doesn't do Botox, though. I wonder why. But look at that nose. Tell me that's not a toned down nose from a black nose. And again, something about that hair texture. It screams curly. It screams 4C with the relaxer. Look at it. That's relaxed hair. Oh my God. Girl got 2, 3, 4, 5 drops in her. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Also, her teeth. There's such a thing as black teeth. Get out of here. What are you talking about? Now you're going to make me find a picture where she's smiling. There's no such thing as black teeth. I mean, she is very pretty, but she got baby hair. You are blackish. That's what she's blackish. She got baby hair and shit. Who you know got baby? Y'all do not carry baby hair. That's a black thing. So with the name like O'Donnell, she is probably Irish. But you know what TikTok says, right? TikTok says redheads are really black. No. See, is of Irish descent, not necessarily Irish, with parents O'Kane and Frances Lawrence O'Donnell. That's where she gets the O'Donnell from. But her mom is also an O'Kane. Anything with an O is Irish. Her family has roots in Donegal County, Irish Americans. See, she was born in Washington, D.C., and grew up in a military family. Got it, got it. I'm finding your roots. Well, you know what TikTok says redheads are black. Has anybody ever heard that from TikTok? Find a high school picture. Let's see if one shows up. Then we can get a real. I mean, she is a military brat. Do you think her mom cheated? Yeah, she got that curly hair. Wow. Is this her hair? Yeah, they did everything to stop that curly red hair from showing. That's for sure. All right. All right. I'm over it. She's black allegedly, and Smokey Robinson is white for real or alleged. Smokey Robinson is definitely another blackish. Let's just call them all blackish now. Oh, final outcome for Nora. Something was missing. I was like, it's ending so early, but it really isn't. We stayed on for an hour and a half. Look out for my shorts, people. They're very, very funny because I am very, very funny. Look out for my shorts. What time is it? 10:25. All right. Let's pick a card. All the way back here. Oh, look at that. Yay. Oh, upside down artist. What the hell? Using talent as an excuse to mistreat others, posing as the starving artist to elicit pity. That's because you're going to be fired in a minute, child. going to be fired. So I guess she'll go on some sort of press tour calling herself a victim. She doesn't really look like the type, but she might have to do it to show what a bully Trump is. Artist. Artist. Upside down. Shadow artists may manifest in cliches such as eccentricity, self-indulgence, or the starving artist syndrome. All right. I would have preferred it right side up, Spirit, to be honest with you. But, we go with the flow of Spirit. All right, guys. We've had a wonderful evening. Thank you. If anybody wants to have a reading with me, please contact me. I like Fit Game Chicks. There you go. 213-458-7408. My email address is Tracy, Tracey, Brown, 515 @yahoo.com. So support is free. Like and comment and subscribe. I love you guys. Take it easy. Bye.
In the heart of the city, there's a lady so divine, with a gift so rare she can read between the lines, unlocking mysteries. She's the one we all admire. With a touch of magic, she sets our souls on fire. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. From psychic readings to rosemary oil so pure, her spirit shines bright. Of that I am sure. On TV, she graces the screen with grace. Her presence is a blessing in every time and place. Pop culture psychic, in tune with the stars. She sees beyond the veil, even beyond Mars. And when the night falls, Tracy after dark, her wisdom illuminates like a powerful spark. So if you seek guidance, look no further than her door. Tracy Brown live where wisdom does soar. Through the realms of the unseen, she'll light your way. With every word she speaks, darkness turns to day. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong. Tracy Brown live, the beacon of light, guiding us through the shadows of night. Her voice like a melody, so pure and strong. In her presence, we know we belong.